Periscope. I am checking in. It has been forever. I feel like it's been forever, even if it hasn't been forever. So I just got out of court, so I wanted to chime in and chat with you guys today, shoot a little video. I know it's been a while, so for those of you who are tuning into the replay, hello Felicia, thank you for tuning in. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Marissa V. Grayson. I am known as America's blended family expert. I am a child custody and family law attorney, as well as a mediator and co-parent coach to families across the country. I help them basically take their family and family law and blended family drama and turn it into peace and cooperation so that your children can thrive. Long story short, I released a book series last week and it's called The Business of Co-Parenting. There is a book for moms, a book for dads, and a book for step parents. So if you have not already gotten your copy, it is available on Amazon.com. Anyhow, jumping right in. So today's topic that I wanted to just chat with you guys about is checking your village, checking your circle, the people that you have around you, specifically when you are co-parenting. Hello, Dr. Angela. Specifically when you're co-parenting or trying to co-parent. So a while ago, I posted something on Instagram. I don't know what it was, but it was something positive about, co-parenting with your child's father, something like that. So I posted it on Instagram. It was really positive about co-parenting, and a young lady tagged one of her friends in the comments and said, hey, I need to check this out. I think it might have been my book for how to co-parent, with your child's father. So anyway, she tags her friend in the comments. Your stepdaughter is hard to get along with. How old is your stepdaughter? So she tagged her friend in the comments, and her friend, so in her tag, she says, hey friend, whoever the friend was, I need to get this book so that I can build a more positive relationship with so-and-so's dad. Her friend replied and said, no, you don't. You're doing just fine being mommy and daddy. So this friend, who presumably is supposed to be someone that's close to her and is supposed to, hey Flourish, and is supposed to love her and her children, I'm assuming, rather than encouraging her to get something that could be beneficial to her and her family, what she said was, no, you don't need to get help. What you need to do is keep being mom and dad. So I was completely floored, specifically because, one, if this person loves your children, regardless of what kind of personal issues they have with you and your child's father, they are going to remain biased, and they are going to encourage you to try to do something to facilitate a good relationship. Exactly. Misery loves company. And that's exactly what it was. When I go to this friend's page and I look at her page because I'm nosy. So I'm looking at her page, and she was a single mom who was extremely bitter with her child's father and could care less about whether her children had a positive relationship with them or not. Now, obviously, I don't know all the details about their relationships. However, unless the father was abusive or there was some other reason legally that this father didn't need to be involved in the child's life, the fact that the mom knew in her head that she needed to do something to try to facilitate positivity between her children and her children's father said a lot to me, because it spoke to me in a sense that it showed me that, all moms aren't completely for shutting their child's father out. So this woman wanted to facilitate a positive relationship, but due to the friendships that she has and the people that are in her circle, she is not going to do so, because her friends are saying, you don't need to do that. Your children don't need their father. What? You gotta be kidding me. First and foremost, no child wants to grow up without a mother or their father. It just doesn't happen. No child says, I don't want my father in my life. I don't want, my mom in my life. It doesn't work like that. So this child is sitting here, right, it is sad. This child is sitting here suffering Only God knows why the child hasn't seen the father, but my guess would be father might have even just been too tired of dealing with mom's friends and family and the drama, so he might have just walked away. Now, yes, that's not a good solution either. However, we have to take accountability for our own actions too. And if we look at ourselves and say, hey, what did I do to try to help the situation? And you didn't do jack diddly squat, then chances are you're just as much of a problem as the other parent. So I just wanted to say that, specifically if you're in a divided or blended family, it's already a struggle enough for us to have to deal with raising our children in two separate homes. So if you have to do that, you have to make sure that your circle is strong. You have to make sure that hold on, I ordered food, so ignore my interruption right now. Thank you. Have a good one. So yeah, you have to make sure that your circle is on point, and that yes, they will set you straight and let you know when you're wrong and when you need to take initiative to do things, but that they'll also be supportive and do what's best for your children. It's the same like with marriages. People who are in miserable marriages, if you go venting to them about your marriage and your marriage problems, you think they're going to try to help you and encourage you to work things out with your spouse? No. They're going to want you to be miserable just like them. So they're going to tell you that your spouse ain't jack and you need to leave your spouse, or you can do this. I mean, accountability and friendships and the people that you have in your circle, right, Courtney, is so important. You have to make sure that your circle is tight. So rather than telling her, oh, you do a good job being mom and dad, she probably should have said, yes, you probably should read that book. And she should have been told her that if you got issues with your child's father that is keeping you from allowing your child to see allowing you to see your child to see their father, then you probably need some counseling. You probably need to seek therapy, some coaching, read some books, do something. But your friends should call you out on your impropriety. And if your friends are co-signing your impropriety, then chances are they aren't your friends, because your real friends are going to tell you like it is, even if it might hurt your little feelings to begin with. If you are, interfering with your child's relationship with their father or the mother or whatever the case may be, your friends are going to call you out on that. So anyways, that was my vent for the week. Little feelings. Right. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Marissa V. Grayson here. Again, if you're tuning into the replay, please double tap your screen. Thank you for the hearts. Please invite your followers. And if you have not already purchased a book from my series, The Business of Co-Parenting, there's one for moms, one for dads, one for step parents. I'm trying to get the whole family tight. So if you and your child's other parent have been having a hard time co-parenting, the book has really good insight on how to change your situation. My personal situation was extremely dramatic. We went through restraining orders, police reports, intense custody battle, and so much more. And now our family is peaceful, cooperative, and from the outside looking in, we are this happy, blended family, and we don't have any drama anymore. So the things that I've implemented in my family, I've been trying to share with the world so that you guys can all have peace in your families as well. Yes, get the book for him for Father's Day. And I'm doing an event. And so this is one thing that I'm doing. I'm doing an event for fathers. I just did an event for mothers. I'm doing an event for fathers to help them, to talk to them about co-parenting and the things that they can do to co-parent peacefully with the child's mom. And then later on in June, I'm doing another event for everyone so that all parents in blended families can attend. So make sure you get your copy, www.americasblendedfamilyexpert.com. Marissa V. Grayson, V as in Victor. If you want to look me up on Facebook, I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow because I'm trying to get back on my Periscope game now that my books have launched. So otherwise, have a good day, and I will talk to you later.